So first, I want to introduce our executive board. Can we go to the next slide? These are the students who help lead our initiatives here and plan events and represent all your voices. I'm going to let each one of them introduce themselves, although not all of them are here, so I'll introduce the ones that aren't here. We have Salwa and Afra and Jason, who are in absentia. Megan, I think, is also in absentia. Yeah. I'll let Benjamin introduce himself.
Oh, okay. Do I just? Yeah. Okay. I'm Benjamin Sang. I'm from the Canesville, and I'm part of the SGA. And I've been since last fall. And my office hours are from 12:45 to 1:45 on Tuesdays and Thursdays here at the Canesville Barn Office of Student Engagement. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Royal, and my office hours at 10 to 12 p.m., and I'm also at the Canesville campus.
And two of our members additionally are not here. That is Ajaratu, Khadija, and Mo. So yeah, they're in absentia because of like religious holidays, but they stand with us and they're looking to help all of you guys. So first, what is SGA? So we can go over to the next slide. So at its core, we're basically here for you. We're here to represent your voices. We work with clubs and organizations to help them succeed. So if you guys want to build clubs, and you can use us as your liaisons between the school and yourselves. We advocate for your needs across the campus. So if you have any ideas that you guys need or you want implemented in the school, we're the way that you can do that. And most importantly, we create a platform for change where you can speak up and solve problems. So we're going to move on to the projects that SGA is working on. So right now there's several projects that we're working on. We have the Sodexo project, the Belonging project, the Hygiene project, and the Interfaith project. Personally, I'm part of the Belonging project, and the Belonging project is just to make sure every student at CCBC feels accepted and they feel a part of the community. So right now we sent out surveys to figure out what our students need, what helps them feel connected, what helps them feel part of the student body, so that we can figure out what we need to do and our next steps and our course of action in making sure every student feels included and aided in their daily life at the school. So we have the hygiene product. So I mean, the hygiene project. The hygiene project right now, we implemented hygiene kiosks. So they have like hygiene products. The one for Catonsville is in the back of the cafeteria on the very left. So if you guys want to take a look at that after you leave here today, you can. So it just basically has hygiene products because we felt that our students needed something that was accessible to them both at school and at home. So we created that for you guys. And I don't know if we have anyone to talk about the Interfaith project or Sodexo project.
For the Sodexo project, we are working on getting more halal foods, and that will be implemented next semester. And we're also working on getting more for the vegetarians. I think we implemented that this semester, and we also are working on getting a hot food kiosk. And yeah, we should have that by next semester. But yeah.
Essex already has the hot food kiosk, and Dundalk and Cadensville should have it next week. Hey, next semester, not week. Sorry, my bad.
Thank you, Sawa. So we're also looking at things like the one card and benefits with the one card and transportation across the various campuses that we have. So like Essex, Catonsville, Dundalk, and Randallstown, and all the other campuses, and support for international students. So if you're an international student, we're looking to support you. So basically everything. Yeah, sure.
Who are joining online, I put the information about the STEX Open Meetings. STEXO management wants to hear from your voices, and so there's one on each campus. Here at Catonsville, the one is on April 24th at 12:30, directly next to us in the faculty staff dining room. For Essex, it's on the April 10th in the Armadka Center Room 107. And so please make sure you join us for that, because that's how change is made. Like if you have stuff you really like, you want to see more of, please make sure management knows that. If you have things you really need to see changed or things you want to see do differently, please make sure you know that as well.
The Interfaith Project is working on setting guidelines for rooms so that religious spaces can be used for just that. And they're looking at making more like bigger spaces for the religious rooms so you guys can have bigger spaces to pray in and have better resources. So basically, all the things that we try to do and all the new things that we try to implement are based on the student feedback. So we need to hear your voices to influence what we can work on. And yeah. Yeah. So does anyone else have any feedback or any questions or something they'd just like to point out? Feel free to do so. Going once, going twice. Okay, I think we'll move on. So right now we'll step into our icebreaker time. So for the people who are, oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, thank you. Okay, so for the people who are here on the Catonsville campus, we have cupcakes and M&Ms and green icing for you to please enjoy yourself and decorate it. And we have some food in the back. And for the people online, you can scan the QR code and create your own cupcake, and please send it in the chat so we can see how pretty, how artistic you are. So thank you. We will reconvene in the next 10 minutes. Yeah.
Hey, can y'all hear us now at Essex campus? Was that a yes?
We can hear you. We can hear
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, great. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys very much.
Anyone would like to come up and show their cupcake, now would be the time. Just come right over here and present it to the camera. Anyone online can also take a screenshot of their cupcake and present it in our chat.
That's so pretty. Tanya? Is that how you pronounce your name? Tanya?
Yes, Tanya's great. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, it's so pretty. The cupcake.
Thank you.
Okay. Turn it off. Mic for a second.
Are you guys ready to resume over there?
Yeah, we're ready to move on. You guys can go ahead.
I believe the next slide is still with you.
I
Not
meant like
mistaken.
do your introductions because the people online have
Oh,
not.
do you want? Okay, sure. Yeah, we can do our introductions over here. Okay. Hey guys, I didn't introduce myself yet, so I want to introduce myself to you folks over at Catonsville and everybody here. My name is Nathan. I am over on the Dundalk campus and here on the Essex campus. I'm here on the Essex campus on Tuesdays from 2:30 to 3:30, and I'm over on the Dundalk campus from 2 to 3 on Mondays. And you can reach out to me through my email at any time. That's going to be up at the end of the slide.
Hi guys, my name is Ashley. Mostly on the Essex campus. My office hours are on Monday from 2:30 to 4:30. And yeah, thank you for joining us.
Okay. So every club has their SGA license, and they're gonna reach out to you by email. And if you have any questions for you on how to run a club or what you need or ideas on how to run a club, you should reach out to your SGA license. They hopefully should have reached out to you in the beginning of March. And you're also welcome to contact them outside office hours, and they will hopefully reply you, and they're always here to support you. Yeah. Next slide.
All right, guys. So how does SGA advocate for you? We have two of the main things that we do are the President's Advisory Council and the College Senate, and its student participants, the student senator participants. The President's Advisory Council is a council at CCBC that promotes diversity and affirms that every individual matters and drives meaningful actions to advance equity. It's all about a personal advisory committee to the president of the college that helps make sure that everybody on campus is represented and really nobody gets left behind. The college senate is the ruling body for the college on all affairs for class policies. So when you talk about medical leave policies or policies where you have exceptions to move test dates for religious reasons or for all sorts of different reasons, all of that goes through the Senate, and the Senate usually passes those policies and syllabus policies. A lot of things go through the Senate. And one of the things that SGA does is we actually send some of our members into the Senate, into every meeting, to go advocate for the student body and sort of express the student body's what the student body wants to the Senate of the college. And we do also vote as student senators. So when you reach out to us, we can really make an impact by going into the Senate and bringing your voice to the college Senate. Can we go to the next slide, please? And the other thing we do, the really big one that we do, is the Advocacy Day. So Advocacy Day is where we go up to Annapolis, like the capital of the state, and we go and talk to the state Senate. We talk to our state senators and delegates. I had the privilege of going on our recent one just a little while back, and we were able to actually go and lobby the government of our state to pass motions like the governor's budget this year, which gave more money to community colleges, which means that we as in the college CCBC can lower tuition. So this is a really important and impactful thing that SGA does for you. And when we hear your feedback, we're able to really move that and elevate that to the level of as far as the actual government of the state of Maryland. So please do give us your feedback, and we are happy to be able to represent you. We're privileged to be able to represent you on every level. I'm going to hand it over to Ashley now for our last slide.
So I'm just gonna inform you guys about the raffle draw. So how to enter, steps on how to enter is you have to attend at least 3 of these open meetings. That's when you get to submit your name and your student ID at the end of each meeting, or using the QR code at the very at the door. Each meeting counts as one of the raffle entry, and winners will be drawn at the end of the final meeting, like we did for the other meeting. So what you win is just money added to your one card. For the first place, second place, and the third place, the amount will differ according to your position. But yeah, that's basically it. So just remember to scan the QR code and make sure you put your student ID so that it gets you a position in the raffle draw. Any questions regarding the raffle draw or? Questions at Cadensville? Oh, okay. We have a question at Essex.
Oh, okay. How much
For-
money for in Canesville? We said how much money do you get added to your one card?
For the last raffle draw we did, we had 25 for first place, 20 for second. I have to confirm, but
Yeah, to decide, but it's going to be somewhere in the neighborhood, $20 to $30.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a question at Essex.
Just to clarify, you said like all 3 meetings for like attendance wise. Okay.
Sorry, guys, you have a lot of like ambient noise coming from your mic. Would you mind muting or turning on noise suppression over there? Sorry. Thank you. Thank you very much.
For the question we had at Essex, it's mainly concerning the 3 meetings. You have to attend all 3 meetings in order to qualify for the raffle draw. But for the groups attending, if you're representing a group, you have to attend at least 2 meetings in order to get your budget for your group. Any other questions, Cadenceville? Okay, on to the next subject. We give out sticky notes in the beginning of the meeting. Just please share your concerns, questions through those sticky notes, and then we're gonna collect them at the end of the meeting. But yeah, that's basically. Do you have any questions right now?
Yes, I have a question. Is the next meeting the one on April 17th, or is it the one on April 8th, or is it both?
Meeting is April 17th.
And that's the last one?
That is the last meeting.
Okay, thank you.
So just to reiterate what they just said,
From anyone else? Catonsville, online.
For those of you who I haven't met, my name is Dan. I'm the advisor for student government. Thank you for joining us today. One of the really powerful parts about meetings like this, for whether you're here in person or online, is that you have these wonderful advocates in your corner from SGA, from all the campuses representing you and your voices in with meetings. At meetings with members of the administration. I'm sorry, it's been a long week, so I'm word jumbling. So one of the things we really want to do, and that I know these students want to do, is to give you time, pass the mic, share a question, share a concern about CCBC, because that's the way things change. And I know these students, when they go to these meetings and they're representing your voice, being able to hear your voice allows them to represent your voice so much better. To share questions, concerns, thoughts about what's going on. So I know we do want to have this open mic time to hear your voices as students, to help solve problems, concerns, what would make the CCBC experience better for y'all. So if you do, we can pass the mic in here, we can pass the mic to Essex, you can unmute yourself online.
Okay, so, oh, this is weird. My name is Noah. I'm a student here at CCBC Catonsville. I just wanted to acknowledge and thank the SGA for implementing pads and tampons in the male bathroom for transgender students.
Thank you. Thank you. That was a project SGA worked on over the years to help assure that hygiene products are available in all bathrooms of the campuses, and the campus directors and the president's office really partnered with us to help make that happen. And it came up at one of these meetings, which is why it became a campus-wide opportunity for students to have that resource.
Any other questions? Concerns? At Access? At SX?
We don't have any questions here either.
We have one more question at Cadensville.
It's Noah again. I just wanted to, I don't know if you guys do it or if somebody else does it, but I noticed that there's a time limit on the gym at CCBC Catonsville. I'm sorry? Yeah. It's on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, it's like 11:30 to 1:30, and then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's 4 to 6. I was just wondering if we could get the time extended either from 11:30 all the way to 6, 5 days a week, or, just get that checked out a little bit. Because there's some students who, come early or come late, leave early, leave late. They can't have access to that free gym. So.
Yeah, I can take this one
Take
over
it.
from the Essex
Yeah,
campus.
so
I can take this one.
okay.
Yeah, so this is something that we have actually gotten a question on a couple of times now. So this is something that is in the works. We have brought this up at our meetings. There are some logistics difficulties with staffing the gym, is what I understand was the issue is, but we are looking into that, and we really appreciate you bringing that up. We are trying to work on extending those hours at the gym for, just to be able to give more time at the gym. We know those hours are a little restrictive right now, and we are going to work on extending those hours. Thank you.
Hey, Nathan, this is Dan. Can you make sure to write that down on our list for when we meet with President Kurtnitis in early April?
Yes, absolutely. And for those of you who don't know, we do meet directly with President Kurtnitis, the president of the college, very soon in our April meeting. And so this is something that we are going to bring up with her at our meeting, where we're going to talk, I would say one-on-one, but it's more like 10-on-1 because there's a bunch of us and there's only one of her. But she and her senior staff will be meeting with us directly about the concerns of the students, and this is something we're going to voice there. So rest assured, we will bring this to the powers that be and try to get this to really change that schedule.
So I also want to add to the gym, because I know we talk about it more so within the actual facility sometimes, but maybe just getting a voice out there might help it move things. And I know I probably won't be here for this change. I know, is Dundalk's gym, does anybody know that Dundalk's gym is getting redone right now? That's what it says on the website. But the Canesville gym is extremely, I don't want to say crowded with equipment. So I know we need more students to come to the gym, and sometimes I don't think people know that they can go to the gym, so maybe advocacy for the gym would, of course, increase that. But working out there is nice, but going over to Essex is a blessing to work at that gym. But over here in Canesville, I can barely stretch or do anything as such. So I'm just advocating for those who in the future who could use that change. Also, I'm advocating for someone else, and just because I'm an interior design major, I think this is important. The doors, accessibility features at CCBC, I know we talked about it last semester with Dr. Kurtnitis. What was that? It's open something. What was that? Town hall meeting. But yeah, that accessibility feature of having doors open automatically is extremely important for all students, and even those who maybe injure themselves, etc. But if we could also push that out as well, because I think that's really important for us to think about as a community college.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And if there are those concerns, please, if you have a specific place on campus that's having accessibility issues, the gym, please contact student engagement. We'll work on that sooner rather than later, because that accessibility is incredibly important.
If I could just add on to that in general, I think the college does have this movement towards accessibility, but again, if you have an acute problem, it's a little easier for us to pinpoint and fix something that's a little more acute, whereas the policy is already kind of in motion, I think, for the accessibility programs. And so for us to, if you have a specific one that you wanted an automated door on, that's something we could really point out to the president and her senior staff, and we could really have a good chance of getting that to, making that, excuse me, concrete very quickly. As for the gym, also, I do hear that issue with design planning and space, and it is something we can bring up, and we'll have to see what the senior staff have to say about that. But we can definitely move that on and try to get that addressed. We don't have any more questions.
Any more
the Essex
questions at
campus.
Catonsville? I've seen there's a few more people who are coming and sitting down. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to speak up and ask us about what we do, or ask us about anything that we can implement, or any problems that you're experiencing in the school. Yeah, sure. If you'd like to announce any events or clubs that you'd like to take part in, or that you'd like to see implemented in the school, please also feel free to do so. Yeah.
Or if you have events coming up.
Perfect.
There's just a mic over there.
So I'm not sure who runs it, but I noticed that we have a yoga club on campus, and I'd be really interested in seeing if it would be possible to have potentially more available dates. Because from what I had seen, it meets like about once a month, one day for a couple hours or so. And I know I've spoken to other people on campus who are really interested in attending those meetings, but just due to the time that they take place and how like infrequently they meet, it's just not super, a super good timing for them. So
We as a yoga club, due to lack of a little bit of student leaders, we are not that much functional. But if you guys are interested in leadership, you can always reach out to me, and I'll send you to the advisor so we can have more student leaders and more frequent days. And
As a dancer, I was just wondering if we could have access to the dance room, because, or if does Catonsville have a dance room?
Sorry, I started talking not on the mic because I forgot there are people online at Essex, and I'm sorry. Yeah, so there's a dance studio at Catonsville. You do need to have that reserved by a faculty member as a part of a class. There's not like open hours in the dance studio, but there's a couple of dance studios with a full mirrored wall to help with that that they use for academic classes.
I was just wondering if we could like have students be able to like reserve times, like maybe just like even an hour down there, because as a dancer, I don't have access to a dance studio. But it would be nice if I could have access to a dance studio. So yeah.
Yeah.
anyone else?
Yes, I'm the class representative for the dental hygiene program over here at Dundalk. And I feel like when I was doing my prereqs here, before I knew that I wanted to do dental hygiene, I didn't know that you can just pop into the Dental Arts Center in Dundalk and get a cleaning. I feel like it would be nice if, I don't know if like flyers can be put around the school, or like some kind of like notice saying like, hey, like you guys can get cleanings here for like 20 or for, well, $10 for students. Just something kind of advertising that it's available, I think would be great.
So I wanted to, going back to the yoga club, I wanted to share that Renuka is one of the main people in the yoga club. And do you know her? So I can give her contact to you, and can definitely contact her. She's a very active and fun person. She's So if you know the FYE mentor who is sitting in front of you, she is one of the main people for there as well. So yeah, I just wanted to share that to that direct contact. Thank you.
For our friends to advertise your event, I'm putting the publicity link in the chat to make sure that we can help you publicize the dental cleanings.
Thank you.
Any other questions or concerns? Uh,
We don't have any more questions at Essex over here. I guess if there are any online questions, speak now or forever hold your peace until April 17th when we have our next meeting. Any questions or concerns, general input is all welcome.
Thank you guys so much for coming for today's meeting. We appreciate you, and we hope you come for the next one on April 17th, same place, same time.